Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Hope everyone is doing good, inshallah. We are going to continue on today with the 26th flash, Treatise for the Elderly, and we're gonna go over the 13th hope again. I remember Mariam had some additional questions, so it would be a good idea to go over it again. And so Hamim just posted up the link and we will share with you the text. Is there anyone willing to volunteer to moderate the discussion today? Okay, I know this was a long text. So what we can do a little recap from last week, what everyone took away from the 13th hope. So let's maybe we can have, I saw Mariam's hand up. So maybe we can have Mariam share out her notes, a little bit take away from last week, and then ask some questions and we can proceed accordingly, inshallah. So let's start the recording. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minaz zalimin. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Ameen. So we are reviewing again the 26th flash, Treatise for the Elderly, page 313, the 13th hope. Mariam, can you please share out your takeaways and then you can proceed with the questions. Thank you.
They weren't exactly just my notes. They were questions about what Alida said last weekend, I think on last Saturday.
Okay, so no questions. Okay, but let's just start with some share outs. What were your main takeaways from, what were the main takeaways from the 13th hope yesterday? It was a long one, so I can start up a little bit. What I remember is that the author has been sharing out his journey about how when he's experiencing the universe, he's realizing exactly what things are and what do they point to. And I know that there were some wordings that we went over in terms of, the transient nature of this universe. We see things are just departing. And there were some points Hamim is highlighting here. If there was no separation from friends, that could find no way to our spirits to seize them. So it's, in a way, it's like the way things are set up here. The order of the universe is such that through transience, I get to know exactly my reality. So I get to know what am I in need of. I get to read more about my feelings and sort of tailor a purpose and meaning for my existence here. And that was really just a brief warm-up to starting us off. I'm gonna give people a chance to share out their takeaways from last week, so feel free to raise your hand. Mariam, I see your hand up. Go ahead, please.
So we're sharing out for the 13th hope, the 26th flash, right?
That's correct.
Okay. So I have a few notes on the 13th hope, actually. So the first hope was, The first note was, if there was no separation from friends, death would find no way to seize them. The second note said, what kills men most is to be separated from what he loves. The third one is, you are born to die. The fifth one, the best youths are those who resemble elderly in self-restraint and abstaining from vice, while the worst elderly people are those who resemble young in plunging themselves into dissipation and heedlessness. I got that from the text, so that's why it sounds a bit more lofty. We we do not want to suffer, and we don't enjoy separation. We lack something in this world. We don't want to suffer, but we sometimes do. For every question, there must be an answer, but some answers aren't in this universe. We need to find some answers directly from the source of this universe. The universe isn't meaningless. The universe is a virus, and I couldn't understand that one, and that was what I was going to ask Alida.
Oh, good one. Thank you, Miriam, for sharing these beautiful reflections. They're very fruitful, and we need to definitely go over them one by one. And I'm very excited with your last comment, because that stuck. I mean, it stood out to me as well, since last week I was thinking about, what does it mean for the universe to be a virus? So we can start a discussion from here. If the universe is a virus, the universe must be a virus. What does that mean for me? Is there anyone who wants to share out what they understood from this part? The universe is a virus. Feel free to raise your hand if you want to share something on this end. So maybe we can rephrase the question. How can the universe be a virus? What is a virus anyways? What do you understand from virus? Miriam, go ahead.
Something that makes you sick, or something that gives negative effects, I guess.
Yes, thank you. Good one. Miriam and Rayan, go ahead, please.
I think virus means like something that's addicting, like a phone, like technology, like apps.
Oh, good one. Something that can become an addiction. So like you're saying, a technology or an app. That's interesting. And that's exactly what I've been also thinking about lately. What am I addicted to? Especially now I have a lot of time off. So I think, I mean, personally, we all need to check in for ourselves in terms of that. So yeah, and connecting it back to also what Miriam from Ohio said about something that brings about a negative, has a negative connotation. So yeah, definitely virus has to do with that, like social media. Thank you for putting your comment, Miriam and Rayan. So the universe can be a virus in that way. So let me connect the dots. So if something becomes an addiction, then it becomes a virus. So can the universe become an addiction for me? I find myself existing. It's awesome. Here I am given existence. Everything is around me, especially now I have days off. Hooray, right? I get to have a little leisure time and enjoy things a little bit more. And Miriam is saying, yes, it can. The universe can become a virus. Yes, you're right. All right. So would you want to share out anyone, especially the younger ones here, Miriam? And okay, go ahead, Miriam.
The reason why I think that the universe could be an addiction is because most people, when they think of death, they don't like the idea of it, or they sometimes even fear it. And that is sort of like backing up my point. People don't want to leave this universe. they want to live forever, like we were talking about this last weekend, I think, about not wanting to leave this universe and leave our loved ones. And that shows that we're addicted to this universe.
Very true. I agree with that part. It's the fear of death. As a matter of fact, this morning I was just speaking with a friend, and we were saying that, yeah, really, what's going on here? Like, there's this buzzword going on around, but what exactly is it touching us with? It's really that, yeah, let's just be honest. Nobody wants to die. We don't want to die. We don't want to be getting sick or anything. And like all these anxiety and fear. So you're right. It's and even that part can become cumbersome for us. Just this whole fear and anxiety. Is there anyone who wants to say something here? I see Mariam and Rayan, your hand is up. Go ahead, please.
An addiction for me is like the NBA. Like, I am very bummed out that the season is canceled. So that's like an addiction for me. Like that's why like I consider a universe a virus also because of the different addiction that people have for different things. So that's an addiction for me. NBA. And like I love playing basketball too.
Yeah, thank you for your comment, Rayan. Interesting. So if you're done with your, I see your hand raised up. Are you done with your comment? I'm sorry, or did I? Because I see you unmuted. Are you, Mariam and Rayan, are you done with your comment?
I'm done speaking. Yeah.
All right, thank you. So, okay, when everybody's done, you can just unmute yourself. So yeah, yeah, like we enjoy different activities, sports, like we have different things, like skills that we like to work on. So you mentioned, I know there are like young ones who like to play basketball. Definitely it's good. It's, you know, it's part of life, but at the end of the day, one should not lose themselves or their humanity just within that frame of mind. This is it. You know, I just live and breathe my basketball, or I just live and breathe my the video games I'm playing, or I just live and breathe even just like anything we're doing, food, or I'm just living and breathing, and that's it. You know, like so now I'm even trying to understand this whole, what does the universe really mean for me? It can be also with anything that I'm doing. If I just am doing it aimlessly and without any purpose, without any getting any meaning out of it, then it becomes an addiction, even though I may be enjoying and having fun at some point, but at the end of the day, it's all transient. It goes away, and then my humanity just stays around here with the unanswered questions. Thank you, everyone who commented thus far. I'm really am grateful for this discussion. Is there anyone else who wants to bring up anything, a comment or a thought? Feel free to raise your hand at any time. And so just some pointers that Miriam brought up. Like really, the transient nature of this universe is very apparent to all of us. And it's just these experiences, whatever we go through, makes us realize that A, I'm bound to die, B, I'm not here forever. But at the same time, I do not desire all that, in terms of, I do not like death. I do not like to be separated from people I love. But this is a reality. So we also mentioned about a beautiful contradiction last week in terms of, if there was no death in existence, then I would not get to know that I'm in need of a permanent existence. So yes, the transience actually points to something that I desire. And so me being separated from loved ones or friends that are at a distant miles away or are actually not even in this universe anymore. It's a really reminder that um, I'm also bound to leave this universe, and so I should not attach my spirit to anything of this universe. So this is interesting reminder and pointer for all of us. HBSA, go ahead, please.
Assalamu alaikum. As I was listening to your comments and the question that Mariam brought up from last Saturday, I was also thinking about if, for example, in the 13th Hope, the author talks about all the suffering that he feels as at the separation of being separated from things that he likes, and how this sort of transience, the transient nature of the world that causes him pain. So I wonder, in relation to the question, the universe is a virus. So within that suffering of transience is a longing for eternal life, is a longing for a happy, healthy life that is unending. So can we perhaps extend the virus of the world to perhaps being in a state where I am not addressing this human wound that I have within myself to find the answers to my questions? So um, like, trying to find a way to stay healthy, but not questioning, how can I stay eternally healthy? Or how can I feel secure in my healthiness or in my existence, essentially? So that was one comment that spurred in my mind as I was listening to you guys.
Thank you. Yeah, that's a very good point, actually. Like utilizing whatever we are experiencing to question the source of existence of all the feelings that we are bombarded with. So, like you said, I'm in need to be healthy. Like, where did I get this feeling from? I'm in need for security in my existence. Like, what is the source of existence of this feeling? Where is it coming from? So, utilizing the universe itself to questions my feelings. It's it's a good opportunity to do so. Thank you. Ali Murmur, I see your hand up. Go ahead, please.
Thank you. Most of the things I was thinking to say is already said, but as an extension, the virus that people are talking about now, if it touches me, it kills me in a short time than what the universe kills me. The universe kills me in I don't know how many years I have left to stay here. For the moment, seems to be something after 70 years of age. I'm already 70. So, um, but the virus kills me in 7 days. What is the difference? Only this time makes the difference. Otherwise, they harm me as far as my bodily life is concerned. But I'm ashamed of repeating the same thing what our friend has already said, but just to reinforce what is said, if I don't really utilize the universe, my spirit is already dead, meaningless, living in a meaningless life. Although my body is alive, but I am not aware of my reality. Exactly the same attitude goes to the present day virus. I don't want to even name it because I'm fed up with this people speaking about it without realizing what the message is. So this virus, if I have a right attitude, it doesn't mean that to protect my bodily, that will be done anyways. Everybody in the universe is doing this. No one wants to die. But spiritually, how are we going to save ourselves? Think about the existence of it, how it comes, how clever it is, how successful it is in its mission. Impossible to imagine. No one can create a virus like this other than the one who creates the universe. So it is amazing. We have to say Subhanallah rather than being frightened of it. What a powerful manifestation of the qualities of the creators are seen, observed there. It's really amazing how clever it is. It is created in this way. It cannot create itself with this all wonderful qualities. Think about it and say, Allahu Akbar, God is great. God is great. But I want to keep away from it. That is something else. Now I am thinking of its existence in terms of my human qualities, not in terms of my body. In terms of my body, I try to keep away from it as I try to keep away from a running car. So to be on the safe side, yes, that's my duty in order to protect my body. That is already, it is to be done. It is already done. It is taken care of by all people. Now everybody is living in a quarantine now, or whatever they call it. So that's okay. I'm not saying this shouldn't be done. But while we are doing or trying to keep our body away from the danger of this, as we always prefer to keep away ourselves from the danger of anything that's harmful for us, for our body. But how about our human side? How are we going to utilize the human side? What my consciousness tells me, what my intelligence tells me, gives me the opportunity to question how wonderful this creature is. And then how the people are trying to save themselves by expressing their need for it. So everybody loves life. No one wants to be killed. No one wants to be ill. No one wants to have a troubled world as far as the material side of the world is concerned. Why? What is the point in keeping our life continuing? What is the point? Why do we love life? Since we are going to die, why do we bother about death? We have to question all these wonderful subjects or wonderful matters. Why do we love life? It means we love life. We love existence. So how we are experiencing it practically now, saying that how can I, or looking for an opportunity to check ourselves. How can I make sure that I can keep my life forever? As mentioned before, I'm not saying anything new, actually. I said, just to reinforce what has been said, which I really liked it. This side of the matter is not discussed. People say, you see, we are dependent. Yes, we see how weak we are. Correct. But there are other dimensions that not many people talk about. Why do we love life? Yeah, why? So why am I looking for any opportunity, any means to protect my life? How did I get these qualities, these feelings? Did I produce these feelings by myself? So that must be a message here. Although I am given the sense of protecting my life, I am giving the sense of not dying, but at the same time, I am giving death. Uh, I, I'm giving death. Look, whoever created me is creating death, but at the same time, giving me the sense, not liking the death. What is the message in it? It contradicts, but why? There must be something in it. Everything is wonderfully created, and now it's crazy. I cannot get out of this contradiction. That's why the text said, look, let's see what those sources say about this contradiction. The sources who talk about it, the universe has a wise creator. He does everything wisely, everything wisely. So let's see what he says. There are sources available for us which claim that they are from the news or message from the creator and explaining the things that puzzle you, things that you cannot see was wisdom in their existence by yourself. The creator I need the creator to explain them to me. I have to look for the sources. They say, of course, there is an eternal life. Prepare yourself for the eternal life. How? By acknowledging, by connecting the Creator, by turning to the Creator and praying to Him, expressing your connection with Him, your admission, His authority over you, that you belong to Him, and He is operating on you and giving you the opportunity to get to know Him better, to connect Him better. So this is called, as we discussed, I remember now, last week, this is called the worship relationship connection between me and my Creator. When I acknowledge it, my feelings get educated. It means prepared for the eternal life to be with my Creator because I am becoming acquainted with Him right now in this world. But if I don't look at this side, only concerned with my life here, bodily life, which is going to die anyways, but not quicker, but later on, then I will die anyways. It will become really meaningless effort. At the end, I will die and will disappear. So there must be the human consciousness requires that there must be a meaning in this kind of existence. So everybody looks for the meaning, but everybody looks for, most of the people look for what says you have to look how you can achieve the eternal life by attaching your life, by admitting that your life belongs to your absolute, eternal, infinite creator. So this is the message that we get from the messengers and we get from media. That is the difference. One of them has media's news, has dead end message that we receive from the Creator has an unending, infinite life. So we have to look for a solution for this. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was very helpful. Yeah, so definitely everything becomes an opportunity for me to question like what's the meaning behind everything. What society or the media offers us is really like a temporary solution to what we experience here, where really there's not much solution anyways. It's just like, here I am from birth to death, and that's it in between. Let me make the most out of what I can, and just accepting, yeah, the reality. This is it. I just have to accept the transient nature, and then just busy myself with something of this universe, an activity, or just take away my like distract my consciousness with something else, because my consciousness knows that I'm in need of something eternal and permanent, because my consciousness rejects the transient nature of this universe. And at the same time, I have this feeling that I want things to be everlasting and permanent, and this universe does not offer it. So if I just accept the package that this universe offers, that, hey, just accept the way things are, then it still does not sit well with my human side. However, what I understood from what Ali Marmer said is that the institution of messengership and the speech of God, by definition, offer to our consciousness really exactly what we desire. So it really speaks to the human consciousness that, yes, you despise, I don't want to use the word despise, but you don't really like the transience of things, and you are in need of something permanent. So this is exactly how I made you. Then you're like, you get excited, like, yeah, oh my God, somebody knows the way I am. My maker knows exactly what I'm feeling and what I'm in need of. And let me go ahead and listen to the speech, or really, yeah, listen to really the speech that is being communicated. And that's where the institution of messenger comes into play, which are really teachers helping us provide a little guidance to go beyond the transience of this universe. I'll take a pause here because I saw some hand up, and Mariam from Ohio, I really appreciate your patience. Thank you for being patient with this. Before I give you the mic, maybe you can go ahead and kind of read up some comments from the chat box if you want to do that, and then you can ask your questions. Is that okay with you?
What do you mean by reading comments from the chat box? I'm sorry, I couldn't understand.
No problem. Okay, I'll go ahead and read the comments from the chat box. So there were some comments mentioned here that so the whatever we're experiencing right now, the event that is happening at a universal scale, it has a different meaning for every person. That I agree with that. And then I think you had a comment here. You said it could also be to show that our creator can stop the world just by creating a virus. Stop the world, yeah. I mean, the material worldly aspect of things, where everything is closed now, all the hangout places, most restaurants, and even the NBAs are closed. Can you imagine that part? It's a big multi-billion-dollar industry, so that entertainment is gone. So please do catch up your entertainment, I guess, on old videos or something. But yeah, and also, so okay, yeah, so that was it. So I thought that these were interesting comments to share, but go ahead, Mariam, you have some questions, so you can go ahead now with your questions.
So my questions aren't necessarily about what we were just talking about right now. It's more about last weekend, Saturday. Some questions popped into my mind while we were discussing. Can I still ask those, or?
Yes,
Is
go
there-
for it. Go
Okay.
ahead, please. One by one.
My first question, well, both of my questions are for Alida. So, my first question was, do you think our creator created anything other than this universe?
So if I understand your question correctly, you said, do you think our creator can create any other universe besides this universe?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, this is, Miriam, let's talk about this. It is not a legitimate question. First of all, I'm not saying you are asking something irrational, not at all. Everybody asks this kind of questions. Don't worry about it. But when you say, do I think the creator can create another universe? Now, what is missing here? The definition of creator. Now, let's define that. It is a very important subject, Maria. I really love that you asked this question. Everybody says, can God, for example, stop this virus? We say, yeah. Why doesn't he? Does he get pleasure from killing us? Like these questions are everywhere, worse than this virus. Mary, don't worry about it. Maryam, don't worry about it. So we have to say, let's define the creator. Would you like to join me while I am reasoning step by step? Anyone, but especially now the questionnaire as you, Maryam. Would you like to join me? Maryam, would you like to join me in my reasoning?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'll ask you, when you say the creator, where did you get this idea? How did you come to the conclusion that there is a creator?
Because someone has to create this universe. The universe didn't pop out into existence.
Ah, yeah. Now, I summarize what you said now, or I repeat what I understood from it. This universe needs to be created. That's what you said.
Yeah.
Okay. From there, you understood that there must be a creator. Which kind of creator it should be? For example, a big, huge man as big as the stars or galaxies. Would you agree with this idea?
Yeah.
The creator must be as big as the galaxies are.
I think the creator would have to be bigger than that.
Bigger? How big it must be?
Bigger than the human's eye can see.
Now, it means he should not be like the created world, because he is the creator. If you can liken him, not a galaxy, but if you liken him to 1 billion galaxy, it means it is like galaxies. Correct?
Yeah.
So do you think that a thing which is like galaxies can be the creator of the galaxies?
No.
Oh, there is something fishy there. It means the creator cannot be anything like this universe.
Correct.
But this universe demonstrates his qualities because it's made by him. Agree?
Yep.
But this creator cannot be likened to the universe, so we cannot say anything about him, but only say he is the absolute one,
Correct.
infinite one, huh?
Yeah.
Infinite one. Okay. I think you know mathematics better than I do. If I say infinite, does it mean that every number is in it? Infinite.
No, it means that it's it's like never ending.
So whatever the number, everything is in it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what can I say? The infinite can infinite have some numbers that he had another type of these numbers again? Do you think it is a logical question, or by definition infinite is infinite? That's it. That's it.
I think
Sorry. Okay.
okay.
Now, the conclusion is we cannot ask whether infinite can have another number. But if we say another number, it means this infinite has a limited number so that you can add some numbers to it. It means it is a contradiction to the definition of infinite. That's why this question is illogical. If you go and ask anybody who knows a little bit of mathematics, if you say, can infinite have another more numbers in it? You will say, what are you talking about? Infinite is infinite. We cannot talk about the infinite, whether it has more numbers in it. Can we add some numbers to it? For example, I think all of you here knows that infinite plus 1 equals to, can you tell me? Do you know? Infinite plus 1 equals to, anyone?
Infinite.
Okay, Miriam, did you know this? Infinite plus 1 equals to infinite. Did you learn now? Because you cannot add anything to infinite. Okay, go ahead, Miriam.
I just said that I did understand.
Okay, now infinite plus another infinite equals to,
Infinite?
not two infinites, yeah? Infinite again. Did you get the trick there?
Yeah.
Now, for example, 2 plus 2 equals 4. It means double 2, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Infinite plus infinite does not make double infinite. Did you understand? Makes one infinite,
Yes.
because infinite is infinite by definition. You cannot ask infinite whether he can do this, he cannot do this, etc. Because we understood that the creator of the universe must be infinite, cannot be described with the terms or the conditions of this universe. So any question which says, can God do this, etc., is invalid question, because infinite does infinite. What is my duty? Absolute is absolute. God is the creator of everything. So what is my duty? Whatever I see. Now we are coming to the answer now to your question. That was the logical background of it. Now the real answer. Whatever I see, I am responsible to question that matter, that object. Can it exist by itself? What your answer will be to this question? Can you exist by yourself, for example?
No.
No. Can you, for example, can the tree in your backyard or front yard exist by itself?
No.
No. Then what is the source of existence of that tree in your garden, in your backyard? What is the
The infinite.
Yeah, the answer is
The infinite one, the creator of the universe.
the universe. Now, that is very important. Yeah, that is very important. The one who created the universe can only be this one to create the tree, because tree exists within the connection of the whole order of the universe. That is a very, very fundamental logic. So, and also the result of our experience. So the tree cannot exist by itself. It must be created by the creator of the universe. That is the responsibility, that is the requirement within my capacity in this world to come and conclude. Say that tree and any leaf of the tree and I don't know, the whole forest and whole earth, the whole universe can be only created by a creator who is not within the universe, who cannot be described with the conditions of the universe. Clear?
Yes. Yes.
Now, do you really understand, and are you really convinced that can God create another universe is a sign that this person does not know, when he uses the word God, what God means? He doesn't know what he is talking about. Did you get it?
Yes, I am.
Now, if someone asks you, respect the person who asked this question, because I have been asked more than 100, if not 1,000 times, why not God, why God doesn't do this, and can God do this, or cannot do this, why God has chosen this. All these questions about God is nonsense, contradiction. But people ask because they think, they imagine while they are asking these questions, this type of questions, they are thinking of God as if something a part of this universe, an object within the universe. Do you understand this? So
Yes.
if someone says, what is, and tell me a number bigger than 1 quadrillion, you can say, okay, I can tell. Write it down, 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 or 10.2 150 1000. You can write like this, and you can add more and more and more. You can add to this number. So you can say, can this number represent the stars in the universe? Somebody may say, may represent, or it is not enough. Do you get it? It is not enough. So because the number is within the universe, stars are within the universe, but God is not within the universe. He is the creator of the universe. This is the definition. So the question, this kind of questions are very commonly asked, and people sincerely ask this question, not because they are really making trick. No, sincerely, because they don't know what they mean when they say God. We have to understand them, but at the same time, we have to answer this kind of questions with a legitimate base, which makes sense for human beings. And people understand, oh, this kind of questions are irrelevant, because this question includes in it the idea that God is a part of the universe, so I can treat this God as if a piece of the universe. I think, I don't know whether if you have further questions, I would be happy to hear. Otherwise, this is my very rough question, actually. A very rough answer to the question. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. I actually have another question though.
Sure, go ahead, please.
So my second question was, on Saturday you said the universe is a virus. What did you mean by that?
We spoke about it earlier when we started the discussion. What does it mean for the universe to be a virus? If maybe we can ask someone from the audience to share out their takeaway from that. Mariam and Rayan, would you want to share something, please?
Or there's another young man.
Okay, so no one. Yeah, no one. So pretty much, what does it mean for the universe to be a virus?
Yeah, you can answer.
Go ahead, answer. I have a friend here who's going to answer that. Just like your understanding.
Okay, let me say what my understanding of, based on what your comments were. So I heard about the addiction of certain things that the universe is giving everyone. And see, the universe is for us to, how it becomes a virus if you don't really get the meaning out of it, or your battery's going low. So, and yeah, so so what is the virus in definition is something that is out there to get you. It's taking you, like the physical virus, like the one that's going on right now, is there to attack you as a being, where it's trying to take your life, whatever you have here. So physical, that your physical being is killed, destroyed. So when the universe is also doing that to your human side, your spiritual, like your, what you would say, your human being, your being, yeah. So the physical is kills your body, but let's say the universe, why is it a virus also? It also kills your body, but it has a better, more expanded expanded, but it still kills you. So like, for example, the examples that were given about how the universe gets you in terms of not really realizing what your purpose is, what your meaning in existence is, why you're here in this world. So that then it acts as the virus, because it's there to kill you, but in a, like universe being, again, as Brother Lee was pointing out, that over a longer period of time, the universe will eventually take your life. one cannot claim that, that I can live here forever. So over the course of a few years, everybody is bound to die. But the other kind of virus that happens, in a few days, in few hours, in minutes, anytime, that can take your life. But the human side always wonders, asks the question, right, why this universe is there, and why the death is there, why is this virus is there, what is it doing to me? So that is all the question being asked by our human side. And then going just to repeat again, why with those questions we wonder, we see that we are valuing life, and we can see that in the universe or the virus, none of them are actually capable of giving us life. So then there's a contradiction, because I am valuing life, I want to live, I want to keep my existence. So I see that there's this contradiction. And then I look for a source. I try to search, hey, what is, if nothing in this universe is able to give me life that I value. I want to be healthy, I want to be fit, I want to run around, I want to do whatever I am capable of doing it. So, and this universe is not able to do that, because this universe says, hey, you are going to die. It's going to take my life away. Yes, it's going to kill me. This is what the universe is there for. It's acting as the virus. So what is the source in terms of who can address this contradiction that I'm facing? Because the universe is a virus, it cannot do it. So I have to look for the source. That is, as we discussed, that it cannot be part of the nature of this universe. Only that source, who must be absolute, must be infinite. That, when I realize that, then that contradiction becomes really beautiful. I say, yeah, wonderful. This universe, this virus has now become an education tool, something that is there to teach me. And that, hey, don't expect anything from me. I am just a virus. I'm a created being. But look for the one that can give you fulfill your desire for your life, for your existence, to be happy in whatever you're being, in whatever you're looking for. But don't expect me as the universe or the virus to fulfill that desire of yours or wish of yours. So I see there are some comments. So Faria will take it over.
Yeah, thank you for your comment. That's true that I have to keep questioning the source of existence of things. And Mariam and Ren, I see your hand up, but I just want to first address Mariam's follow-up question. So Mariam from Ohio is asking, does the universe kill you, or does the creator of this universe kill you? It sounds like the universe is killing you right now, so I just wondered. So here's my question to you. What is bringing anything into existence here? So if right now it's springtime, we see things are blossoming and coming into existence like anew. So you're answering in his speech, it sounded like that. Just to clarify, sorry, no problem. That's fine. That's what we're here for, sharing ideas and clearing out any misconceptions we may have. Thank you for stating that, but your question reminded me of that. So what the universe, well, so yeah, so like really questioning the source of existence of anything. What brings me into existence? It's not me, it's neither the universe, it's not my mom and dad, not the cells or particles or anything, but there must be a source of existence bringing me into existence. And the same thing, we say, oh, so and so passed away, or maybe you may have some great grandparents, they passed away, or like a friend or something. Like, really, what is the cause of existence of the death? Is it, oh yeah, the person was old, or usually that's what we say, oh, but there are like certain things that come into existence and they disappear, or at any moment things are coming into existence, but really, like, we have to bear in mind is it the universe that's causing the death, or that's bringing things into existence? So thank you for your comment, and I will give it to Mariam and Rayan, and I'll say thank you for being patient with us. Mariam and Rayan, go ahead, please.
So I was trying to say is that what I understood from the universe is a virus is that basically it means that you just get into your own personal things, like go on social media and just do whatever you want, and you don't actually realize what's happening around you in the world and the universe, and you just go on into your own life.
Good point, Mariam. Yeah, when we get lost just within the objects and events in the universe, like you're giving the example of the social media, we're just hooked on. For example, I'm just playing video games. My head is just like in the screen, and this is it. This is my world, virtually living. Actually, that's what we're doing right now. So we have to be a little more conscious of how we are sitting, or how we are breathing, how we are made to even speak or do anything. But yeah, like in terms of when you're talking about the virtual world, it's an artificial thing as opposed to like the real things we see out there. Like the sun is shining right now, you see trees, clouds, or just like, how people say connecting with nature, then you question its existence. But when you are really hooked on to this digital age, which is what we're doing right now, which is a good thing, but sometimes it can just preoccupy you with not catching the sunlight, or not connecting with the tree out there. Even the sun every moment is connecting with everyone. So that's a good point. Also, thank you for sharing that. And while we're speaking about the digital age, or like social media, these are great tools. Everything in creation is good. Everything in existence is good, but it's really how am I utilizing it. So going back also to my friend's point in terms of not making anything an addiction, but utilizing it for my good, or something that pertains to the meaning of my existence. So even like right now we're communicating via this great tool. It's given existence and it's there to be utilized. So we have to make the best of it. So there's got to be a balance in everything we do. So thank you for sharing this. And I see that there are some comments. You don't realize why you exist. Yeah, that's true. We don't realize why we exist. And I see some comments from Miriam from Ohio, but Ali Murmur, you have your hand up. Did you wanna, we wanna wait. Okay, so let's see. Miriam from Ohio, can you please read your comment?
Okay, so the reason why I put up my comment, my notes, was because you were talking about something that went really nicely with my three first notes, so I just put them up. My first note was, if there's no separations from friends, death could find no way to see them. My second note was, what kills one most is to be separated from what he loves. And my third note was, you are born to die.
Good one, thank you. Yeah. So I'm also trying to a little bit digest what you shared out. What kills man most is to be separated from what he loves. So yeah, addiction to the universe. Like I'm in love with the universe. I mean, there's no denying that man is in love with the universe. And it kills us because every moment is passing. We are all aging, subject to change, and knowing that our physical side is bound to die, but the consciousness remains. All these feelings within us is given existence. You want to add something, friend?
I just wanted to ask, what in the universe are we loving?
What are in the universe are we loving?
Yeah.
Is it a question to the audience? Oh, yeah. So let's have a little dialogue. Okay.
What is the universe?
We are love. So the question is, what in the universe do we love? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the question that was asked from my friend is, what in the universe do we love? Because we're talking about, yeah, I'm in love with the universe. We can ask some, younger ones here. If you heard the question, sorry, the question wasn't heard. It's just my microphone right now. But so the question is, what in the universe do we love? Any answers? Who went up first? Ali Murmur or Miriam? Miriam, go ahead. Oh, Miriam, go ahead, please.
Don't we love everything in the universe? Sorry to make you wait.
You're fine, no problem. We love everything. Yeah. So do you have some examples?
Trees, grass, everything in nature, your house, everything that's given to you.
You're right. We love to see, we love to breathe, we love to talk, we love to eat everything. So yeah, bottom line, we love existence. That's correct. I agree. And then I see Mariam and Rayan. You want to say something? Go ahead.
Something in the universe we love is like everything, just like Maya said, because we're thankful for what we have so we can use those abilities. Like how she said, we are thankful for food so we can survive and water, shelter, as if like a family.
So Miriam, your voice was a little low. So can you speak up a little bit? And I kind of got like little glimpses, but it would be helpful for like some friends around here if you can speak a little loudly, please. It's a request from the people here. Thanks.
Okay, so what I was saying is that you should be thankful for everything in the universe, just like Mariam said, because you should be thankful for what you have, like the abilities you have, like you have ears, you can see people, and you need those to survive. And you also need water, food, and all your senses you have.
Yeah, good point, Miriam. Thank you so much for sharing these comments. Yeah, it's making me reflect a lot. And from here, let's give the mic to Ali Murmur. I think he's been waiting for a long time. And yeah, so thank you. Go ahead, Ali Murmur.
It's a beautiful discussion. Hearing the young generation speaking, perfect. Young generation have to learn how to speak and express themselves, their concern, their questions. And if they don't agree, if they don't understand, they say, no, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand. Can you repeat? That is how we should learn. That's what we should do. Now, always I grew in a family life that they never let us speak when we were children. They say, you have to listen to your parents, all right? The grown-ups, adults. So you have to learn how to listen. Now, of course, it is better to listen, definitely. But at the end, I have to ask my questions. I must be free to make objections or make my own point so that I will be able to understand. Okay, past this one, let's come to the subject. Now, I can ask, there is a person here interested as iPhone. Can iPhone answer my questions? Very simple questions, man. But the most difficult question I ask to people is, what makes 2 + 2 equals to what? So don't worry about it. Just communicate, interactive. iPhone, are you ready? Would you like to or not? No. Okay. Can I ask anyone actually, maybe Mariam Rayan?
4.
Oh, okay. You got it. iPhone, are you here? iPhone? Are you here?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Do you love stars at night?
Yeah,
Okay.
depends
Do
where I
you?
am.
Yeah, yeah, of course, of course. If everything is okay, the sky is beautiful, stars are really flashing and uh, beautiful looking. Okay. Do you love sun when it is nice, like spring sun?
Yes,
At night, moon.
yes,
Especially when it is either full moon or crescent, very delicate crescent. I love watching it. Do
me
you?
too.
Okay,
Yes,
all right. So, do you love the gardens, beautiful flowers, and nice, kind people around you, speaking to them?
yes.
Okay, you must have some friends, some family members that you really take care and love them. Do you?
No friends, but yes, family.
No friends. Well, you are right. It is very difficult to find lovable friends nowadays. I agree with you. But we have to be careful. We have to be choosy about friends. But we cannot be choosy about our family members, are we? Can we? No, I don't think so. So they take care of us, they teach us, they try to prepare us for life. Of course, that's their duty to do that. Sometimes they ask us to do something we may not like it, but at the end we know that it is for our own benefit. Okay, that's why we love them. Oh, but let's come to the point Rayan and Maryam made. Now we love the senses that we can love with. Do you understand? If you didn't have the sense of loving, can you love at all?
No.
No. Okay. How about your life? Do you love your life? Do you protect your life? When you are hungry, do you eat to sustain your life?
Yeah.
Okay. It means you love first, first, your existence, that you exist as a human being, correct? As a
Yeah.
human
Correct.
being. Yeah. Now, that is why it is difficult for us to be separated from our lovable ones, which is our own life, starting from our own life. It's not a selfish thing. If I didn't exist, how would I be able to love my lovable things, my parents, my family members, etc.? How would I? I need to exist with the qualities which are called human qualities in the language of the Quran, which is called spirit or soul in Arabic, ruh. So we don't want to get separated from our ruh. But if we think, I'm coming to Miriam from Ohio, Miriam's question now. If we think that we we are only bodies, we consist of bodies only. So materially, I describe myself as body, and I know that body dies within the conditions, within the order of this universe. When we say the universe kills us, it is only a right sentence for a person who doesn't think his human side, which wants to never be separated from his own being, from his own life. He doesn't want to disappear from existence. He doesn't want to go into non-existence. But body says, I am going. If someone thinks that he is only body, that there are many people around us, they think that we are bodies. Yeah. When you study all sciences, they say you are nothing but body. So as far as the conditions of this universe is concerned, these conditions are concerned, the universe kills body. But when you say, as Miriam said, but Allah kills, no, for a person who says, I am only body, there is no God for him. That's what we should understand. That's what we are speaking in this language here. When a person thinks that this virus kills me, no, it doesn't kill you as a human being. It kills your body. Now, but it doesn't kill you, your spirit. Your spirit remains with its creator because the spirit is not subject to the conditions of this universe. We have to understand this. But if we describe ourselves, for example, a person, I am a person, I think not the virus, but the creator of the virus. I understand how virus comes into existence only by the will of the creator. It doesn't exist by itself. It doesn't act by itself. It doesn't kill other human body by itself. It is acting with the qualities given to them by its creator. Universe also cannot kill me. Universe, within the conditions of the universe, only my body dies. That's why we say universe kills the body. But of course, ultimately, universe is created by God. But those people who say only my body exists, who claim only universe exists, for them there is no God. We tell them that, look, if you think that you are only body and the universe exists by itself, then the universe kills you. It is your enemy. But the creator takes the soul out of the body and leaves the body here in the universe. And in the universe, within the conditions of this universe, body deteriorates and becomes a corpse and then turns into a soil or some minerals in it. That's it. It is not a human being anymore. Right? In this language, we have to be careful. Universe doesn't kill you. Who are you speaking to? If you are speaking to me, nothing kills me. I am with my eternal creator. I am with him. I am always with him. But if you are speaking to a person who says, I am only the body, universe exists by itself, then you say, oh, then universe is your enemy, kills you. How can you love it? How can you love anything within the universe? Everything will be separated from you. But we don't like separation, not from this universe, but from the creator of the universe, creator of my spirit, my soul. That's why I don't like death. I don't like the separation as a human being. My body, of course, my body is dying every day. My child who's already dead, my babyhood is already dead, my youth is already dead, my middle age is already dead. They are all dead. I am now is an old, bodily I am an old man, but my human side is young as ever. I don't lose my love for my creator. I don't lose my love for the things represent or introduce my creator to me, But of course, if I look at a thing as the body, for example, if I look at a tree as the body, I will be separated from it. But if I look at the tree and see the creator of the tree, my spirit is with him. So tree cannot be separated from me because I am with the source of the creator, source of the tree, source of the existence of the tree. Do you see the difference, Maryam, here? Maryam asked the question, right?
Yeah.
So now, did you understand? Universe, you cannot say, we shouldn't say, universe doesn't kill you, God kills you. But who are you speaking to? Now, of course, we are trying to understand the difference between body and the human side. Universe cannot act by itself. We know that. But you and I, or people here, are aware that universe cannot act by itself. It has a creator. But we believe in the creator. That's why we say nothing does anything. Not the universe kills me. When I die, I don't get separated from my creator, so the source of existence of everything beautiful, my parents, my friends, my family members, the sun, the moon, the stars. I am with the source of the existence of all the things. So nothing can kill me, and my creator doesn't kill me. In fact, the body of an unbeliever is also given death by the creator. That is correct. But he doesn't realize it. That's why he has no right to say that God kills me. He says, universe, the order, the nature kills me. They say, yeah, that's right, because you think that you are only a body. So your spirit is not connected to the creator. It means your spirit also has no connection with the creator. It goes to hell. So it has to suffer from separation from the creator. That is called hell life. Suffering from the separation from one's creator. That is called hell life. Paradise life is enjoying the presence of the creator and being in contact with him. That is paradise life. That is the difference between our language. We have to be careful while we are using the language. While we are using the language, we have to be careful to whom we are addressing. We can argue, of course. We can argue saying, do you think the universe itself is giving you existence, creating you, and at the same time killing you? And what is the point in living in this world? Right. Now, you can argue in order to make him realize that universe cannot act by itself. But this person at this stage doesn't realize. In order to show him the contradiction he is living in, we have to say, universe kills you, but it is your enemy. But my creator has created me, and my spirit has ever existed and also will be attached to him. Okay, so it is, I think I spoke more than I should. Thank you very much.
Yeah, good point. Thank you for sharing this. And while Brother Ali was speaking, Miriam wrote some comment. If your soul never ages, what age is your soul? So yeah, really the soul is ageless. Really, we cannot put an age limit to it. And iPhone, thank you for your patience. It's good to see you among us here. So please go ahead and say out your comment. iPhone, we see your hand is raised up. If you can hear us right now, is the time to speak.
No.
Okay. Okay, no problem. It's 5:31. This is it for now, but before we close, just checking in to see if anyone has any kind of last minute comments or concerns. Miriam put down, when you speak, Alidida, you light up the conversation. No one can ever speak too much. Alrighty.
Thank you. I say to you.
Excellent. Good comment. I think we can end with this comment for today. Thank you all for joining in. Inshallah, next time we can proceed with the 14th hope. Ali Mama, you want to say something? Go ahead.
Miriam, thank you. You made me laugh a lot. You are right. You are right. I speak a lot. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you. You speak whatever you feel. That is beautiful. MashaAllah.
Alrighty. So yeah, people feel free to express yourself out anytime. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alim al-hakim. Glory be unto you. We have no knowledge save except that which you've taught us. Indeed, you're all knowledgeable, all wise. Wa akhiru da'wahum alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Bi hurmati Surah al-Fatiha.
14th hope.
I mean, yes, we will definitely start with the 14th hope next week, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. See you all next time. Thank you. You too. Have a fabulous rest of the day.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So is there's someone else with you in the room? Because I have a feeling that Ali Dada is also there, because I heard some laughter, and then just after that Ali Dada said he made me laugh a lot. So
Yeah, actually, you're right. I do have a couple of friends around here. So you want to say something? Go ahead, speak up.
no, I just want.
All right. Wonderful. It's good to wonder, but sometimes too much curiosity kills and something that I'm learning. Okay, so no comments, then we can end here. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you.
Wa alaikum assalam. Thank you for joining us.
Alaikum
Assalamu
salam. Thank
alaikum, everyone. Jazakallah khair. Have a good rest of your week. I'll see you tomorrow.
you. Who teaches you this language?